Hi guys. From our last episode, we kind of did a recap as what happened in our first season and the stuff we spoke about. If you haven't watched it, go back and go watch it. But this episode is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, just for like new listeners, and we're gonna recap on our friendship and how we met and stuff, and yeah, go from there.
Kind of recap on how we met, how we started this friendship that's been running for how many years?
No, I'm not good at maths, so I can't count.
Maybe like 17 years?
17. Hold on. We started year
8. No, we knew each other in year 7.
Okay, so that's from 2007.
Yeah, so... Oh my gosh, 2007.
Yeah, that's when we started, yeah. It was 12, 11, 12, whatever, 7
We knew each other in 2007,
yeah.
but I'd say our friendship really blossomed in 2008. No.
I say 9, but...
Year 9?
I always say 9, and you always say year 8, but obviously I'm missing a few things, because trauma...
Why does it make it sound like I was the reason for the
no,
trauma?
not that, obviously, duh. School.
Okay, you could be right, it could be year 9. Honestly, I kind of mesh year 8 and year 7 together, year 10 and year 9,
Yes.
and then year 11 has its own one.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know why, but...
Year 11 was stressful. All of them exams and tests.
Ciao.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, it could be year 8, year 9.
I believe year 9. Okay,
Year 9.
let's do year 9.
So what year would it have been year 9?
2009.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know how I noticed that, because if we just conveniently started year 7 in 2007, so
Yeah,
just
so
kind of
2008,
yeah, that's how I remember.
That's why I said don't do that. Don't blame me to be dumb, okay?
I mean, I didn't say that, but
You did. You said it without saying it.
I mean,
You said it without saying it.
you can think what you want, but
No. Guys, witness. She calls me dumb without saying I'm dumb. It's fine. I'll let it slide. But yeah, 2009, year 9. But how did we actually get to...
I actually don't know this
Okay,
story
so
every single time.
We'd already been friends, I'm guessing. Like, we'd already had the hi, my name is Amani, my name is Tiana, whatever.
Yeah.
But I swear every time I asked you, you say we was in like a maths lesson or a science lesson or something.
I don't think he was ever in any of my classes. I think it's because, right? I was friends with Samira. And then Samira was obviously friends with you, so I think that's how it kind of worked as well.
Samira is a character. I remember we was on the bus. This was like on the 260.
She loves this story.
No, because it was the most like outrageous one. It was on the 260 or 266, whichever one. And we stopped off, and to get on another bus, because I think I needed to get the 98, the bus 98, because I lived in Wilson at the time, Kilburn. And there was a shop that had like fruit stores. Tell me why I must have said some joke, and normal people laugh. She laughed so hard that she started pushing the food store, and everything just started splattering, and I got pushed into it as well. Like, I wish I could remember the joke, because I bet you it wasn't even that deep.
I probably wasn't. With her, it was never that serious.
No, she just wanted an excuse to push you. She just wanted an excuse to over exaggerate the banter. You couldn't banter in peace around her. You would be hurt. You would actually be damaged. It made no sense. Anyway, back to us. And then I don't know. We just got super close. Like I can't remember the first time I started going to your house. I remember I used to call your mum by her first name for years. But it got to a point where I was always at her house, and I just no longer called her mum by her first name. I would literally call her mum, like mum, mummy. She saved on my phone as like mum or TT's mum. TT, but in bracket mum. Yeah. Because she's so lovely. Like I love her. She's been great. Like, she's done a lot for me. But yeah, I just got to a point where I was at her house like every week, like after school without fail, staying over. But at that point, I don't think she had. There was a thing that I saw on TikTok recently, and it says there was these two. I think you sent it to me, when someone's always at your house, but you've never been to their house.
Yeah,
and that's what it was like. I was always at her house, but she had just.
I feel like I've been to your house when you were going there on the corner or down the road, just say, I've been like a handful of times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If you was to count how many times you've been to my house, in all my houses, I would say like no more than 20 times. But if it was to say that,
I do think it's less than that, you know.
That's I said no more than 20 times.
Yeah.
I'm including Wilton to everywhere.
Yeah.
But if I was to count yours, it would be all day.
Yeah.
Because there's times where I will be at her house every week.
Even after my son was born, you didn't come straight away, obviously, but after a while, she was there like every week. Yeah.
I would say I wouldn't be surprised if we was to calculate it and be like 500 times.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah.
But
it's insane, you know, when you deep it.
No, the racial comparisons.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make her more of an effort to come and see Amani at her house anyway, because her siblings obviously miss me as well and they want to spend time with me. So I'm gonna make an effort for them as well, because it's kind of sad. They always cuss. They always shout at me. Oh, Johnny, don't come. Like they get so upset when I leave, because it's like, when are you gonna come back? Is it going to be next year? Is it going to be 2 years?
It's true.
True. So I made a promise to your sister that I'm gonna come in June. So I'm coming in June. Yeah.
Stick to it.
Yeah, I've already got it planned out. You just need to submit the time.
Oh, say less. I'll do that. But yeah, we just got to a point where we were just super, super close, and like literally, I'd write her down as a best friend, but I don't consider her the best friend. That's literally my sister. Same mom, just different dad. But yeah, I know. And I love Tiana's family, because I'm used to a small family. Like my family, I can count on my hands. I have my 3 aunties, my uncle, my mum, and my siblings, my brothers and sisters. This one, will come up with a squad. Okay, Caribbean families don't play. There's at least how many people in your family?
You think I can count?
Okay, rough estimate that I have met. I'm not talking about ones that live here and live in these outside states and that. In this country,
I can't count. Okay, in this country, I've got
like 100.
No.
Let that show you. She's got a big family, okay? Like I said, comparing to me, I don't have a big family.
I can't count that.
So that
because they can fill up a house and then still be in the garden. Like you've seen at my auntie's house where there's like full of people.
I love the family functions.
She does. And we haven't had one in ages. We're not gonna have one again, I don't think, at this point. But yeah, it would be really sad, because when my nan was alive, right, we used to have family gatherings. Not a lot, but they used to be hosted in obviously my aunt's house, which is almost like now. And my nan used to do cooking, the cleaning, everything. And it's like, now that my nan's gone, it's like no one really wants to do that, which I understand is a lot of work, because no one actually helps out. But then my nan has been doing that for years. Before I was born, before I was thought about, like my nan has been doing it, hosting these parties.
Why is it that the nans are because it's the same with me. Like my family was like this when my nan was alive. When she passed, everyone kind of just did their own thing. It's like the nans is what glues the family together. Like the grandmothers just when they pass, it's like everyone kind of. It's kind of sad, but it kind of is what it is. But yeah, me and her just became crazy best friends. But I think what I valued the most in our friendship is communication. Me and Tim are different, but we're also the same. Like we have different hobbies, we have different things that we love and enjoy. She reads books, I don't read.
I'm trying to get her into the books, but
that's not gonna happen. Unless it's the Bible, and even then I prefer to hear it all the read. Or I have to,
Are you serious right now?
You know this.
I know, but oh my gosh, there's gonna be one book that's gonna catch you.
No.
Okay.
When the only I would read is like OK Magazine or the books that has like the vid, like those. That's it. But I'm not a reader. I can't. Like it's
judging.
Judge. It's fine. I don't care. I'm not that type of person. And it kind of. It's the same with like me being, like a kinetic learner. I'm not the person who learns when people write stuff on the board. I'm either like I like to be practical or I like to be engaged somehow. I need pictures. I need something because I will just get bored. Like my direction and my focus will just completely come off of it.
Hold on guys, I'm just gonna fix the camera. Give me a second. That's fine. Yeah?
Are we Gucci?
Yeah. Okay.
Gucci.
Sorry guys, we just needed to change the cameras around because that was framing up. Bearing with us because
But yeah, we are two different people. We have our own interests and stuff, but we have a lot of similarity that we like to come together. Would you say you're an introvert or an extrovert? Introvert.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm an extrovert. But I do have my introvert moments where I just want to be indoors, want to play my PlayStation, watch my anime.
I feel like it's like those.
No, it's not even. I could have like not gone out the whole week. I just want to be in my own space. Like I get social battery. I feel like you went out all day yesterday, and now you kind of just want to recharge. But there's just times that I would rather just, if you ask me, do you want to go out? No. Thinking about the travel, thinking about all this, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Kind of just want to be. Playing my games and stuff like that. But the point of it is that we know what works for us, and that's why I think our friendship has maintained for such a long time.
Because we actually listen to each other, and we don't let things linger on for too long. Like if she irritates me one day, the next day at least we're like, okay, sorry, this is what happened. Like I was feeling like this. Like I think there was something that you shouted at me. I was on the phone with you, and I was with my mum, and I was talking about Amazon, and she randomly just shouted at me for something like. Because I said something, and the next day she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean it like that or whatever."
Yeah, one thing I can definitely say is that we're not too big and proud to not apologize. If I know I've done something wrong, I will hold my hand up. I'll say, "I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. I don't mean to upset you. Whatever. This is how I've been feeling, and maybe I didn't, let you know properly. But please don't take it to heart." And vice versa. She's not afraid to be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry," like I'll hold my hands up type of thing. And I think that is very vital in a friendship because some people just don't do that. And then
it's like some people just don't take accountability for their actions. They kind of just brush over it and like almost gaslight you into thinking that you're just crazy for no reason and that it's all in your head. And yeah, we're just not like that. We sit down with each other and we're like, okay, this is you said this, that upset me. I said this, okay, I'm sorry.
Definitely. And I feel like there's one thing about me is my friendships run deep. Like all of the friends I'm friends with, I've known them from primary school, secondary school, college. Like Jenny, like how can I explain it? I get on with everyone. Like I'm not a hard person to be friends with, but actually having like a bond type of thing. If it happens, it happens, and it's just long lasting. But I feel like those people that always have different friendship groups, or they have a friend and then next week they're not friends, or they have and they say, "Oh, I don't know why." Like I just You are the common denominator because people can't always be wrong. You can't. Do you know what I mean? Like they can't always be wrong.
Yeah.
If you are always falling out of your friendships, then you have to be the problem. Like there has to be something that you have to be like, okay, what's the issue? Am I stubborn? Do I not communicate? Am I a little two-faced or something like that? So, and that's not for me to say that I'm perfect in every friendship because that's a lie.
Yeah.
But at least I can actually just sit myself down and be like, okay, maybe I've been reaching out to Tiana like I should do. Like I haven't been, hitting her up because, another thing I don't like in friendships, when people like this high maintenance behaviour. Like, you didn't call me yesterday.
I mean, I did it to you.
No, you don't do that to me. No, you don't. Let me tell you what you do. And this is the thing. As best friends as we is, we can go and it's rare it happens now. I think before, and even then it was fine. We could go 2-3 days without speaking. That doesn't really happen. We will go maybe a day without speaking. Yeah. And it might not be on the phone. We might just be sending each other reels or TikTok. She knows not to send me TikToks because I can't be off that.
I sent her 80 TikToks. She's still gonna watch it
anyway. Instagram reels send me something else. That's sometimes just how we communicate, but it's all love. I know that she's still alive, I know that her son is good, and I know that she's alright. If it's a thing where she's gone through something that was a bit not great for the day, she will tell me. She'll message me, oh my gosh, this happened, and vice versa. But I'm not gonna be like, how dare you, Tiana, you didn't call me this whole week. What's going on? Are we in a relationship? Is there something I don't know?
No, for real though.
I feel like some people are too high maintenance in a friendship. Obviously, you need to be communicating with your friends because if you're just going weeks without talking, why are you friends? Why? What's the point of the friendship? But
I mean, it's possible because not every I guess it depends on the level of friend that you have. If it's like a more acquaintance where you see them like maybe once a year or whatever, that's a bit different. But
and again, it's communication.
Yes.
If you know you're that friend who don't get back to people with 2 weeks, but that friend is also a person that get back, you can't complain. I can say is I'm a dependable friend. Like if you need me, I will be there.
Yeah.
Tiana knows. If it's your birthday and your birthday's in Manchester, I'm coming. If your birthday is in the Bahamas, I'm coming.
No, it's true.
Like, even I think I said this in our last season, but my friend, her birthday was on the same week of my surgery. I think it was 2 days afterwards. I will make, like, for my friends, I will literally go to for you guys. Like, I will make the effort. And vice versa. I know that my friends would do that. It's not even an expectation. I just know that my friends would do that for me, and that's why I feel like all my friendship have lasted a long time.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But I think it's just kind of like knowing, and especially in this day and age, you actually need to, the same ways we talk about this is what I want in a relationship. You also need to do that with your friendships.
Yeah. Like,
do I want a friend who actually looks out for me, or do I just want a friend who I can link up and go TGI Fridays with? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you see the longevity of this friendship?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be we're still friends 20 years down the line, or we're friends for 5 business days and it did what it needed to do?
I mean, I'm not gonna have friends like that, to be fair. Like, I mean, it's not something that I want going forward in my life, especially with my son as well. I don't want people coming in and out, friends, relationships, whatever it may be. I just don't. I want consistency throughout. I know it's impossible because obviously you can't be consistent with everything all the time. I mean, no one's perfect, but however, if it comes to like, if I meet someone and they're like not really, they're showing me signs that are not potentially someone I want in a friend, I'm not gonna try to see, maybe like give them benefit of the doubt, see how it goes. Maybe they might be nice. No, we're just not gonna work. We're just gonna go our separate ways because I just don't want the energy around my son.
100%.
Even around myself, I keep saying my son, but he is the main reason why I would happily cut out so many people in my life that doesn't benefit me for him, because I want him to be able to see the red flags in friends and see who's good for him, who's not, relationship, friendship, whatever. I want him to be strong in that.
100%. I do feel like there's been friends that have been for a season. Like,
to show you something, just like to show you.
To show you, it could be to show you what you should have in an actual long-lasting friendship. It could be to show you something about yourself. It could be to show you something in them. I do feel like some friendships are just for a time being.
Yeah.
But I think some people don't differentiate when this friendship was supposed to last a year.
Yeah.
And not 12 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because then
honestly, I've been in that situation too long. I mean, there is, not anymore, but there is people that I should have cut off time ago, and I already cut them off this year, last year. Can you imagine?
Yeah. All in God's timing. Yeah, because I know there's someone that God kept telling me, what's wrong with you?
Oh, there is a couple of someone.
You who doesn't hear, you must feel. Because why are you still friends with this person? Why? Every time you fall out, you're friends again. You fall out, you're friends again. You fall out, you're friends again. But I'm the type of person who loves to see the good in people. But I just like, what is it? Fool me once. Shame on you. Yeah, fool me twice.
No.
How's it go? Oh, not the Google.
Google everything, guys.
It's ChatGPT for me.
What's it?
Fool me once.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just fool me once saying.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
And what's the fool me 3 times? That's the third one I remember.
You talking about that Drake song?
Come on.
There's a Drake. I saw it's J. Cole. J. Cole Drake.
What did you just? Okay. What did you say? J. Cole Drake.
Or Drake.
I don't know what song that is. No, you're right.
It is.
Yeah. How's it? Don't save her. She don't want that one, innit?
Yeah.
What does he say? I wasn't actually.
Yeah, I know.
You got your phone on, girl.
Oh. Anyway.
I wasn't actually thinking about that. But when you said that, I was like, oh yeah. I think it says, fool me 3 times, the blame's on...
Okay, hold on. Let me just put...
J. Cole lyrics.
J. Cole.
That's one in time.
It's No Role Models, yeah? That's the name of the song. And it is...
It's okay, guys.
No, wait. No, we're going to find it.
Okay.
Okay. Fool me 1 time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, F the peace sign.
Okay. Well, that's not what I was thinking about anyway.
But
you know, it's okay. But yeah, I feel like when God tells you that a friendship was dead time ago, and you keep putting the who do you
trying to resuscitate?
Yeah, who do you blame? You blame. You have to just blame yourself. But yeah,
because there was someone that I got off this year in January, and to say this person was all types of a bad friend, you should have maybe stopped talking to her like 10 years ago. But you know, you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I'm not trying to blame anyone. It just always blows up in your face. So it's good to, like, you know your boundaries. Be afraid to cut people off, because I feel like that's what kept me back as well. Like being like so scared of like hurting people's feelings and getting on their bad side, looking for the red flags and just go from there. You know.
Yeah, when you see the red flag, it's not pink, it's not orange, it's red. Look at your God-given eyes. It is. It's red.
Yeah.
Okay, it's red. But yeah. Ciao. Wait.
What?
Oh my gosh. I'm just thankful for the friendship that I have right now, because I don't have to question any of my friendships. I don't have to be like, where's this going? How is this going?
Yeah.
Because I can literally, people always said, oh, you have so many friends. I couldn't say I had so many friends. I got on well with a lot of people, but friends were literally on my hands, and I can still count it on my hands. And I can tell that friendship is going to go on until I die. Like, there's no reason for it to not go like that. So I'm grateful for the place I'm at. But, I genuinely feel like if the things that I hadn't gone through didn't happen, then I wouldn't know what to expect in a friendship. I would, if I didn't finally move on from that friend that kept, going on. I didn't even know them that long. But yeah, I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for the cycles of whatnot, then I wouldn't have been like, okay, no, it's time to break it. I'm just at that point where I know I'm just not accepting this. If it's going pear-shaped or you give me too many signs, it's gotta go.
Yeah.
If I'm giving you signs where you feel like the friendship needs to go, let it go. Let's not waste each other's time. And that's just what I'm on for the rest of my life.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially now that you have a son to look at, you just don't have that time. I don't have that time, and I don't have pitneys to look after. But when you have a pitney and
you just want to protect your peace, though. That's the issue.
Precisely. Yeah. So just I feel like now that I look back on it, I wouldn't say I was a pushover, but I feel like
people pleaser.
I would rather protect someone else's peace than my own.
Yes.
Like, I would rather put myself at a downfall or weird position just to upkeep your happiness.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
No.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it does not.
And I feel like that just might be my nature. Like, I've always wanted, like I said, always wanted to see the good in people. But when it gets to the point that I'm damaging myself, my mental health, and questioning my sanity or what I give as a friend, it's beyond. No, it's got to come to an end. But I'm thankful for every friendship that I have now.
Yeah.
And I feel like, guys, if there's a friend that you have that, not even a friend, if there's someone in your life that you know is not serving you any purpose, they're not uplifting your faith, they're not helping you grow, they're not, I was going to say benefiting you financially, because I'm not doing that, but they're not adding to your lifespan. They're not adding to it. They're not giving you any knowledge. Why are they there? You really need to ask yourself that in big 2025.
Yeah.
I don't know what age you are, I feel like there's some people that are younger than me that have got the mindset of, no, I'm not wasting my time, and they stand on business.
Yeah.
Where did I not have? And I get everyone's growth is different, but I feel like if you get to that mindset from young, you will be.
Yeah, that's what I kind of want to instill with my son. Do you know what I mean? So he can see, like, you know, don't push over. Like, you know, don't be. Yeah, just don't. If you don't like something.
Don't accept it. And that's why we talk about boundaries, and that's why we talk about all these other things, because they all kind of link. You know, you can't have a friendship but you don't have boundaries. You can't, you know, have a friendship but the power of their words is always negative towards themselves and towards you. Why are we friends? Yes. Like, this is it's just, you know, connecting. But
yeah, that's actually so true. Yeah,
it's true.
You can't be around someone that's always
talking bad about someone, always gossiping. If you are with a friend and they're always gossiping, just know that they're gossiping about you to their other friends. If you feel like you're safe, if you feel like, oh no, they want to talk about everyone else but they bring you the tea, they're doing the same thing, just not with you. Be real. 100%. Don't play yourself, please. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't be gossiping with someone as well, because they're doing the same thing. You're that person that is always first to give you information about their other friends. Always first to tell you, oh, this happened at work.
Yeah. That's why I always worry about when someone tells me too much about their friends. I'm like,
why are you telling me about your friend?
Yeah, I noticed that I went with one person and I was like, let me just stop.
Take yourself out of that question.
Yeah, let me just stop, because I'm like, I don't know where this information is going now. Like, I don't know what you're gonna say. I don't know. Yeah. So I just
be careful with them people that talk too much.
No, 100%.
And I don't keep up with. Listen, if you're not my friend, I don't keep up with you. Even when people will tell me about, oh, do you know this person from primary school, or this person from this and that, you will never hear me because I don't know the information. So someone has to tell me, because I don't know. I don't keep up. I don't use Facebook. So and if I have it on Instagram, I don't even use my own personal Instagram. It's only my business page. So if you're not a client, I don't need you there.
Yeah, because people keep always telling me, oh, this person that we used to know is pregnant, and I'm like, oh,
this one's married, this one's in jail, this one's here.
Yeah.
How did you know? I don't know. Like, my life was still moving forward. So that's so bad, but like I literally just don't know unless you're my immediate friend. Unless you told me from word of mouth, then you know.
I just don't want to be, you know,
involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a really fun episode because I love talking about this type of stuff. We'll probably do a part 2.
Oh no, we'll definitely do a part 2, 100%.
Yeah, because I feel like we're in a good space. Like
this was just like more of a.
Yeah, because we could have been messy, but we're not messy.
As I said in the first episode, we're not messy. We're not that person, not that people.
Yeah, no, it's all about growth. It's like
we're just telling you about our experiences and what we dealt with and what you know.
Yeah. You should not take. You know. What they should not take. In a friendship, what you shouldn't take in a friendship.
Oh.
What was confused by what I said? Yay. Simple maths. Simple language. You're acting like there's a barrier. I was born in the UK. But yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. It was super fun to record. And we'll be back with a next one. So definitely stay tuned.
Yeah.
Make sure to be following our YouTube. teesncees. Make sure to lock into
nothing.
Oh. Make sure to tap into Spotify to hear it. If you're not a visual person, but why would you not want to visually see? You know?
Yes.
Oh, not my hair getting caught in my
embarrassing. Anyway,
Spotify,
TikTok. Catch us on TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. teesncees.
Anyone else if you need to catch us, let us know. Drop in the comments things you've seen in your friendships, in your relationships that you need to discuss.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.